gets a free copy. You can get it at Optimus Futures. Free. Optimus Futures is a brokerage I recommend. Very honest brokerage firm. Practice. This is how you start trading. Practice. Those of you who have never traded or who want to learn, get the free Ninja Trader. It comes with live data. All right, guys? Get yourselves a good broker. What about account size? You can start off with a small account size and work your way up. Okay? Emmerich has your question, what success rate do you get? The TradeScalper has about, I'd say, 80% success rate. Now, if you try, Emmerich, to trade overnight when the market is slow in the Globex session, where it's the overnight session, I would advise for you to be cautious with that because there's not the same amount of players in there, right? You're welcome, Emmerich. So this is the reason why I say to you, stay with the pit session when you trade. Stay within the high volatility areas. The market gets you in, gets you out, and you're done, okay? All right, let's take a look here at the players that make the market, all right? What is really happening here when we trade, right? Not a lot of people understand what's going on. It's unfortunate, I have to say, that you start risking money and you're not really attuned to what's happening. And if you haven't done so already, the first three, I think two or three chapters or 4 chapters are available of the TradeScalper course with contents at, if you haven't already opted in, which I'm sure everyone has. I have a little bit of information there on how to work it, all right? Chapters 1 through 3, okay? Now, you are the trader. You are in the middle, okay? You are the one pulling all the shots, okay? Now, how do we make money? How do we advance our future, okay? How do we pay our bills? How do we trade, guys? Well, we need help. We need these players all around us to make it happen. As an example, you, the trader, need a good broker, okay? You, the trader, need an account balance, or else you can't trade $500, open up an account for $500, and expect to be a millionaire within 3 or 4 days. It's never going to happen. So you have to have a small account balance, but you can't trade on $500. You need a trading platform, Ninja Trader. I prefer Ninja Trader. TradeStation is also very good. Price action can be traded on any platform. I have many traders who use eSignal, Thinkorswim. It's all good. I just prefer Ninja Trader because the data feed is clean. Trading education. If you don't know what you're doing, Thinkorswim, right, Ajim, TOS, Thinkorswim. If you don't know what you're doing, then I would not attempt to trade until you have some type of education, right? I mean, I went to college. I spent, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of dollars to get a degree. And without that trading education, we don't do anything. So it's the same thing. When we go to become a trader, we actually need some type of education to guide us in what to do, okay? Steve K., what about 2 contracts and scaling? You can, absolutely. There is a way to do that. But I have to say, Steve, the way the markets are, I really prefer to be in, all out, as I like to call it. You're in, you're out, and you're done. Nick, with Ninja Trader, do you use the DOM or their chart trader option? No, I use the DOM. I have the chart trader activated on my chart, but for trading, I like to use the DOM. I have it set up where I actually have the chart to my left and the DOM directly to my right. And if you guys remember the first slide of this presentation, that's actually in my office, one of the trading desks I have, where I have multiple monitors. So in each monitor, what I'm doing is I have, for example, the Euro, and I have the E-mini. So I don't have to flip back and forth, right? Because I don't want to do that. I have all the monitors set up with each individual market so I can see the opportunities and take them as I go on. Mahmoud, do you think the scalper way in trading to be really more risky than big gains of points? It depends, Mahmoud, because you have a tight stop. A 1.25, 1.5 is nothing. So you're in, you're out, your risk is tight, Mahmoud, for scalping. Gregorio, to access the first 3 chapters, opt in to the mailing list of TheTradeScalper.com, and if you go to TheTradeScalper.com, you should already have it. If not, email me, I'll send it to you, Gregorio. I'll be happy to do that. Raj, John, for trade scalping max, we can take 2 to 3 ticks or more, and what should be the stop loss limit? You can take 2 or 3 ticks or more. Yes, you can. My recommendation is 3 ticks. Oh, can we take 2? Yes, 3 ticks or more, but my recommendation is 3 ticks. The market will move to 3 ticks, tag us, and then it'll continue on with whether down or up. But I like to be in and out quickly, guys. All right? Mahmoud said, I tried many times scalping with different methods, and I lost money. Do you do your different way in scalping? Mahmoud, I don't know what kind of scalping methods you were using. This uses 1 minute. It keeps to trading certain time frames, 1 minute, and does euro, e-mini, and all the currencies. Okay. Okay. Now, scalping gets you in and out and done. Right. This, I believe, as a scalp trader, you don't want to really hold on to your trades. You want to be in, you want to be out, you want to look at the next opportunity. Okay. Don't have to hold on to large stops. A lot of traders don't like to have large stops. I like large stops. You guys know that if you guys are following me at DayTradeToWin. But I like to use large stops. So the trade scalper, 1.25, 1.5 maximum on each trade. That's it. 3 to 4 ticks of profit per scalp trade. Okay. Multiple markets. British pound, great market. Soybeans, DAX, Euro, Dow, E-mini, Russell. My preference is E-mini, Euro, just so you guys know. Okay. Mark says, by currencies, you mean the futures or spot forex? I mean both. Mark. And Roy. I think Roy had the same question. I mean, forex, you guys are currency pairs. Yeah, both. Oil. No, no oil. Ron. Oil is not this type of trading. Ron. Not crude light is very fast. No. No oil, guys. Oil, I use the Atlas line. Okay. Um, yes, Soto. The secret is to use more contracts. Absolutely. Absolutely, Soto. 2, 3 contracts at a time. You're making a couple $100 each time you trade. Yes, and that's why I only trade a few times a day and stop, because I do a little bit more contracts. Willie says, how do you know when to get into the trade? It's taught in the course. All that is taught in the course. Ron, you're welcome, Ron. You're welcome, Soto. Mahmoud said, Atlas line is marvelous. Mahmoud, you just got the Atlas line today. Today, Mahmoud. You have to give it some time. Tomorrow, Mahmoud, we'll get together. I'll do a one-on-one webinar with you, okay, with that. All right. Okay, so let's continue here. Before I end this,